Man, honestly, I'm sitting here watching this match with Sami Zayn and Randy Orton. I just listened to their promo with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, and I'm not impressed. I haven't been impressed in promos in a long freaking time. I think I could help them with what's going on inside their own little business, man. Hear me out. So I'm sitting here watching the match. All the matches have been so fire lately. Like, I do appreciate the wrestling that's been put out. These guys actually putting their body on the line, so let's be a little bit respectful in that regard. What I can say is when these guys are doing their promo work, it feels like they're so nervous to say the wrong thing that you don't see the passion in their voice. Like, people mess up in words all the time. This is live acting, technically. You should be able to mess up, but not say like something super crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you like, you say the like you mess up. People mess up, like how you just heard right there. It feels like they're so afraid to mess up that they're scripted to like almost having a minute segment of peace in their conversation. What happened to real dialogue? I remember when wrestling actually had real dialogue. People would sit there and talk for like 5 to 10 minutes alone on what was pissing them off, what they see, what they really observed. Only person that had that kind of promo lately was John Cena with this damn pipe bomb. This Timu pipe bomb that he dropped that he copied from CM Punk from 2011, 14, whenever the fuck he did it. Okay? Gotta hit the coffee. So, in regards to all that, I feel like they have wasted so much opportunity when it comes to putting out real deal promo work and really playing with the cameras like they used to do back in the day. Yeah, they doing a little bit here and there, but I remember when they used to be back there for hell. It's like it'll be damn near 2 segments worth of just being in the back before they had a match. And then they like go commercial break, then you come back to the match and all this stuff. We don't have that no more. And it's crazy that they don't see inside the product that they can really do that and help these people work on their promo work, since they're not doing a lot of live wrestling no more, except show wrestling. When I say show wrestling, it's because they're putting it out on TV daily. Not daily, but they put it out on TV when they do wrestle. They're not wrestling to get better at the craft. They're not training all the time or feeding off the actual live reactions on the weekend. Going to a like little hick town somewhere and chilling out there and learning your craft a little more and getting a better vibe off the guys and seeing how to maneuver your character. Seth Rollins just talked about this. He brought that up a little bit ago that the guys don't do that no more since they had the new regime come in. So a lot of guys are really just sitting at home on their phones. They're watching just like us, but they're signed with the WWE. It's kind of crazy. Like, I respect them for being in those contracts and being signed with the WWE, but they're wasting talent when it comes to that. You're wasting your talent. As much TV time that you guys have, y'all could really do more. Oh, damn. I just watched the RKO. I'm watching it back real fast. I want to see. I'm a St. Louis baby, so RKO City, that's what we do. But, man, you just gotta be willing to run the ropes, be willing to be an active wrestler, be willing to put your mind and heart into it. I feel like I don't see that no more. I feel like since they have been underneath this new regime, that TKO is basically making this model a glitz. They're gonna try to super glitz and glamour eventually, because of how many advertisements they're putting in it right now. They're going to try to move the PLEs off of Peacock eventually and try to make it like a WWE and UFC app where you get all the pay-per-views underneath one umbrella. Like, it's coming, and we all know it. They just got to get out. They wait for these contracts to end now that they in, especially with the one with Peacock. Because the one with Peacock is where they're losing a lot of money, knowing that they could charge about $30 a PLE, and they're putting out PLEs every 2 weeks. Man, it's sick of the changes that's coming. It's gonna make you fall back to a source like AEW or TNA, or just even NXT. But you're not gonna want to pay that $30 unless it's something like $30 a month. That's the only way some people are even gonna be willing to pay it, because you're getting so many PLEs in one on top of the UFC fights that's the only business model that would make sense in that terminology. Coffee sip. My fault. But when it comes to how that game is played with everything and how they move, you have to be willing to watch the product still sometimes. And I'm not saying be a diehard fan just because, but it's really because you've put your effort into this. We really just got Ryan Killings hired again. Real talk. Ryan Killings getting fired was honestly stupid, but it also was an eye opener for everybody that we really do run a WWE. Now that we got people that care about their pockets more than they care about like how a family feels about doing something, certain things can happen. I'm surprised they didn't do it for Carlito. I was kind of mad. I wanted Too Cool back on screen. I wanted to see what he was going to do with Raquel. You know what I mean? He had that game down, packed, locked, loaded, ready to go. Anywho, this is why I kind of like, I'm disappointed in WWE, because they're really making minute rice wrestling. They're making minute rice wrestling, and I'm saying it from the aspect of, you kept the wrestling part, you tried to show it a little bit better, but you got so many commercials in between that it feels like it's a minute before I can even see another piece of the wrestling. Also, you're putting out so many things and advertisements out there on the regular floor on our mat. The mat supposed to be sacred, low key. You put all these things down on it, but you're not realizing, if you go back to real backstage segments like you guys used to do in the locker rooms and the hallways and and even in Gorilla, they can go back to Gorilla with the shit. Even on the walkout, when you got the social media popping, you putting stuff when Kofi and Xavier Woods walking out, they was arguing and shit. It was like a year or two ago, before they had their full heel turn. They could have had advertisements in those spots, and we could have respected it. It kept the ring sacred. It kept everything cool with us. But when you go places, slap the stick on, bow, 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 everywhere. Make sure they're easy to peel off, and when you're done, take them with you if you want to, or leave them there for all we care. We don't really care what the advertisement stays or goes. We're just people that see it. You're making sure that we see it, but you're also pushing it on us to everybody for us to see it, not knowing that we don't give a fuck about no damn advertisements. We're wrestling fans. We want to see the guys actually put their heart into what they're doing. I'm not saying put their soul into it, because I believe in God, but at least put your heart into it. At least put the effort into it. At least say, I'm going to go out here and give my all. I'm going to make sure I work safe. I'm going to make sure I work hard. I'm make sure I do everything to make sure we get to the end of this match, and it's one of the best matches that we could ever produce together. New day, new time, anytime. The last match should not be better than the next match. I don't understand that. I don't understand the thinking. When it comes to being in any type of game, if it's your first match, it's supposed to be a solid 5-minute match. It could be a roll up. It could be like a quick little pin, like you call him off guard, hit him with a finisher, got him out of there. Then the second match supposed to be 15 to 20. Then that third match supposed to be that grandioso, that 25 to 40. Nobody let matches go on this long no more. Nobody know how to tell a full story between those times. Nobody's trying to actually produce proper promos. Only one that's been cooking with the promos, in my opinion, Solo Sikoa. I love Jacob. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? But I love you Solo. Cuz been cooking on a whole nother level for Hellas, and he ain't stopped yet. He broke out the bloodline shit after he lost to Ulafala and everything. Took him a minute to get his head back right. Cuz had stepped in, had started taking over. So as soon as he got his mojo back, he, you know, tap, big bro, come back with me, fuck with me, all that stuff. He on that timing. So since he back on that timing and everything, Solo is my favorite right now. Jay, I love Jay, but his promos have been pissing me off. And Big Jim is really him, but they don't let my dude really get the time like he should. They just got my mans on here getting handled and shit by his little brother. When the little brother beating up the big brother, for real, for real. Man, Jimmy posted man had pop. I'm tired of playing with you, Solo. Like man, stop it. Nigga, I would have been handling my little brother on screen. And they don't do real family blood like how we do it in real life. Cause it don't matter how big your little cousin is, that's your little cousin. You put him on his ass every time. Oh man, coffee sip. But overall, I think the King of the Ring is a great way to keep pushing the story along and make something happen out of nothing. I feel like they did have 4 great competitors for it. You could always say you want Sami to win, but I just know what they're going to have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, the Night Champions. That's why they said it like this. They had it mapped out perfectly. Honestly, we should have got way more matches than what we did, but I'm not going to complain. Because really, the King of the Ring tournaments are supposed to take up at least 2.5 weeks of TV. If not 3, all the way to a PLE. In natural standpoint. Because it's supposed to be singles matches, not a fucking fatal 4-way. It should be a fatal 4-way to be an entrant into the King of the Ring tournament. Once you get in the King of the Ring tournament, then you have one-on-ones. Once you have those one-on-ones, that's how it really supposed to go down. That's the King of the Ring tournament. That's how it's really supposed to really be smoked. It's not somebody you pick. It's everybody has an opportunity from this day to get to this time. By the time we get here, we need to have it set up for fatal 4-way matches to enter into the King of the Ring tournament, not to be advanced into the semifinals. Cause what the hell? They don't know. That's bad booking in my opinion. That's carbon-based booking. If you look at AEW and how they did their Continental tournament, every time when they want to crown a new champion for that title, before they had merged it or going to merge it, they always made sure that when it came to the tournament, it was always a different kind of match. It wasn't always the same. To advance in the tournament, you had to go up by points. So it was always frequent wrestling going on. When it comes to WWE, I feel like they so hard pressed to get to the next point and feel like it's not that much time in the world to do it, that they're missing the ball and that they're missing their real storytelling. The real storytelling with John Cena and CM Punk, I'm not mad at, especially after the pipe bomb, quote unquote, thing he just did on SmackDown. However, Punk shouldn't be going over to Saudi. He should have stood on that shit. I don't care. He should have stood on it. I understand that's a couple more M's in your pocket, but you shit. Stand for some, fall for all. Coffee sip. But he should have not did it. I'm gonna say fuck it. You did it. Make the best decision out of it, because they're not gonna put the title on you anyway. Right here, the most that Triple H is gonna give fucking CM Punk is night 2 of WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight title on the line, not the fucking WWE Championship. WWE Championship is about to go around Seth Rollins' waist. That might happen in Night of Champions though, honestly, in between their match then, or it might just happen at SummerSlam after Orton goes after Cena and wins. Because that means it's a lot. It's a lot they could do. They can go 1,000 different ways if they do this right. the avenue I would have said, I would have crowned Sammy and let him go out the Gunther. And then that way you don't need to make a pathway for Orton to the title, honestly. 15-time champion. No, 14-time World Heavyweight Champion. I think 2-3-time Intercontinental Champion. Been in the business for 20 plus years. One of the freaking GOATs. You ain't gotta make no reason for him to get no spot. Dude, just like Cena did. Hey, Cena, it's time to run that shit back. This time we had SummerSlam. Night 1. Get busy. That's when you do the cash in the middle of the match. Orton gonna be pissed. Because why are you in the middle of my match, Seth? Why are you in my business now? I'm already saving wrestling. This motherfucker said he's gonna ruin it, and you're in my business of me saving it, technically. But really, it's me wanting to get my 15. Get the fuck out the way. That's how he's gonna feel. Seth Rollins don't give a fuck. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, gonna ransack that motherfucker. Get everybody out the way. Shit, Seth Rollins gonna slide right on in. Hit Orton with a curb stomp. Hit Cena over the head with the briefcase. Pass the briefcase to the ref. Tell him to cash that motherfucker right now. Now, all that goofy shit. Then you got the person on the mic like, Seth Rollins has cashed in his Money in the Bank for his Money in the Bank contract. This match now becomes a triple threat match, or this match is now Seth Rollins versus John Cena. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? It'll go like that. And shit, two good curb stomps put Cena ass down. We'll see him a couple more times before the shit up. He might even go after Rollins, try to get it back, and we gonna cheer him and shit. This stuff is stupid. Cause how we gonna cheer the motherfucker trying to ruin wrestling, but the motherfucker trying to save wrestling, we booing. It's bad booking. It's bad storytelling. It's bad. It's just bad. Y'all know what? I wanted Sami to win. Get the culmination. Go to SummerSlam. Get the world title. It's not gonna happen right now. He might get a Mania moment like everybody else. Hopefully he do. But we also gonna have to talk about why Xavier Woods has not seen a motherfucking Intercontinental title scene. U.S. title, nothing. He has not seen a mid-card title. You got Kofi Kingston, a former World Heavyweight title championship winner. Big E, I'm gonna call him Big E Langston. Y'all forgot about that name. A former WWE heavyweight champion in his own right. But they dropped the ball with Xavier Woods. And I feel like that shit was so intentional. Because he should have won a title. He won the King of the Ring tournament during Roman's reign. Yeah, I knew y'all weren't going to put that belt on that man. But y'all had to get the King of the Ring back popping. So the inaugural person to get it popping was Xavier Woods to get it back right. Now y'all can do it with everybody else, but he should have at least won a mid-card championship after that. My boy has not gotten that love. Man, WWE, y'all need to do better, bro. But that's all I had to say. That's all it's goings. Take care. God bless to all. Love all. Help all. Peace.